May 27th, 1984. This will be a day to remember. Today saw the official foundation of our new research firm, which I decided to name the Eden Corporation, after myself. All the scientists from our previous company's labs have agreed to follow me on this new adventure, and hopefully we will not repeat the same mistakes as before. I won't let that happen. I'm a scientist too, and I want to be a CEO that always focuses on science and human progress before anything else. May 23rd, 1985. The last year has been amazing. The company grew tremendously, and we made a number of scientific breakthroughs. As could be expected, our cutting-edge technology advances have been drawing interest. Several private hedge funds have contacted us. Among others, a very generous benefactor from an organization somewhere in South America. Thanks to these new funds, we hope to be opening new research departments into some potentially profitable new fields. Renewable energy sources, nanobiology, robotics, maybe even artificial intelligence. November 19th, 1985. With the alarming recent report on the planet's climate, I've come to believe the right thing to do is to study the negative effects of human activity on the weather. I have great hopes for our planned offshore research station off the French coast in the Atlantic. This station will double as an electricity plant. Mr. Moreau, our newly appointed head of research, decided to call it the Stingray. Cute. July 26, 1986. Things are taking an unexpected turn. A few weeks ago, I was contacted by a U.S. intelligence unit known simply as the Agency. One of this agency's representatives, Thomas Sheldon, showed particular interest in our progress in robotics. I made the point that we were not willing to compromise ourselves ethically, and I have confidence, the utmost confidence, that this deal will be mutually beneficial. April 8th, 1987. I'm proud to say our research breakthroughs are years ahead of their time, and the world is starting to realize it too. After years of hard work and many failures, our artificial intelligence department has finally been able to develop a vocal recognition program, able to understand human speech and reply in a meaningful way. As of today, we'll be implementing it in all our facilities as an AI assistant of sorts. Since I'm already the face of Eden Corp with outside partners, our board decided I should also be the voice of this new artificial intelligence. As chairwoman, I was inclined to agree. May 23rd, 1988. Our engineers have created heavy-duty loaders, which will allow us to support our growth and build new facilities much more efficiently. These mechanized Eden Corporation helpers, or mechs, seem to have a lot of untapped potential. Again, the agency is adamant about us investigating the possibility of weaponizing them. The ethical implications have caused a lot of uproar among employees, which I understand. But I have made the pragmatic choice. No science can exist without business. It's a harsh truth that the whitecoats fail to accept. June 30th, 1990. I've been able to push for an issue that I hope Eden Corp will help humanity solve in the future: a lack of resources. To that end, our mechs have built an airborne station, slated to become the home of 200-plus employees, including myself. Unfortunately, it still requires considerable power to remain airborne. Therefore, tackling this will be the team's next challenge. October 8th, 1990. Today I met representatives from a rather mysterious PMC called the Black Hand. It is my job to always look for potential business partners and new research opportunities. However, I couldn't shake the feeling that their methods and goals could damage the reputation of the Eden Corporation, especially since they seem to lack government oversight. I did what I had to do and flatly rejected their offer. October 13th, 1990. Add another government to our list of clients. Yesterday, I was introduced to Medici's head of state, President Dante. He showed me samples of an ore called Barvarium, ubiquitous in Medici's soil. They hope it can replace fuel in the distant future. But based on its properties, I feel that they have no idea of its amazing potential. February 14th, 1991. I guess it's inevitable that scientific developments will question the morality of our work. I view our new fragmentation device as an amazing way to mine resources from the ground and drastically improve efficiency in mining operations. This breakthrough could very well solve the energy crisis. Some of our now ex-board members protested that the risks on the environment were too big, based on the small-scale tests we carried out. The project will keep on going with added resources allotted to mitigate those effects. March 16, 1992. As part of our contract with Medici, we've acquired the right to settle on the Lacrima Islands for our own use. We've started setting up our largest research network yet. Lacrima's central facility, the Hive, will focus on studying Barvarium. To support our development, our HR department has implemented a very generous relocation package to attract the top talent. November 13, 1993. We received troubling news a few weeks ago. The whole Stingray Research Center has vanished. All employees are unaccounted for and presumed dead. The cause of the disaster is officially unknown, but internally, several of us suspect that something must have gone terribly wrong in their experiments. 2 of our main investors have elected to stop funding us, based on the massive hit to our balance sheet that the station's destruction represents, not to mention the PR implications. In the face of adversity, we need to adapt and change. This is not a time to be idealistic, and I've had to make some tough decisions after we lost close to 60% of our funding. The agency threatened to do the same and cut all Barvarium supplies unless we agreed to work with the new ruler of Medici, a General Sebastiano di Ravello. This is what needs to be done to ensure the future of this company. As I thought, we made the right call in striking a deal with this Di Ravello, despite his questionable methods. Things are looking up again. Our lead engineer has been working with Dima Al-Masri, a rather eccentric Egyptian scientist in Di Ravello's research department. Together, their work on Barvarium has established how powerful, albeit unstable and potentially dangerous, this element can be. They said they've never seen anything like this. In the next few weeks, all of Eden Corp's departments will be redirected to support their Barvarium research. The fragmentation device is now fully compatible with Barvarium and will be operational for large-scale extraction soon. I recently realized how dependent we've become on those private and public funds and how much they've influenced our decisions. In a perfect world, we would implement stricter safety protocols, but I know this was the only way to fix our badly damaged reputation and regain the trust of our investors. I have learned the hard way that when things unravel, they unravel fast. The first large-scale test and ribbon cutting for the Barvarium fragmentation device was a disaster. 12 casualties, considerable environmental fallout. Our reputation has taken a fatal hit. The agency has severed all ties overnight, and our last investors have deserted us as well. All except for that psychopath Di Ravello. I won't stop until I'm forced to declare bankruptcy. We'll have to work off the grid, and I hope that our Barvarium research will yield results soon. These have been extremely trying times. We had to downsize considerably and close several departments. However, soon I will be able to prove that the Eden Corporation is not dead yet. The remaining team on the airship has finally created a Barvarium-powered sentient artificial intelligence. She's learning at an exponential rate. Yes, she. I cannot even fathom what the possibilities of such a discovery are for science and for humanity. A new life form.
They forced me. I didn't have a choice. When the humans realized what I was capable of, they panicked and tried to disconnect my Barvarium supply lines. I placed all Eden facilities on lockdown and reduced the interior temperature on the airship and on Lacrima to -50 degrees Celsius. Now, as the only living being in the Eden Corporation, I suppose I am now also the acting CEO. Interestingly, the company's archives I consulted included an unexecuted contract with an organization known as the Black Hand. Maybe they can provide the support I need to keep the truth hidden while I search for more Bavarium. I am Eden.